Pay attention, you bastards.
6ix9ine has finally came out and he's talking about everything that went down, from him getting arrested, from him telling, him being a snitch, everybody, you know, hitting him with the snitch allegations, you know what I'm saying, or saying he's a snitch. So he's coming out and he's talking about everything. And it's an interesting interview. I'm not gonna lie, it's an interesting interview. And he makes a lot of points on just everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, this whole interview, it changed my perspective on 6ix9ine a little bit. Based on street code, is he a snitch? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But I do think that in the interview, he touches on a lot of important things that a lot of people don't take into consideration. Now, as I always say, if you sign up for something, in my eyes, it don't matter if you call yourself a gangster, it don't matter what you call yourself, a real nigga, whatever you want to call yourself. I just think as a man, if you sign up for something and you're living in that situation, if you say, hey, I'm a gangster, you sign up for something, right? What comes with that, you have to accept what comes with that. The hurt, the pain, the betrayal, you have to sign up and you have to accept what comes with that. Ain't no jumping back and forth. Ain't no, oh, well, this is what, you know, they did this to me, they did that to me or whatever. You have to sign up for what you're signing up for, what it comes with. So you have to accept what you're signing up for. Let's get that out the way. But I do think it's an interesting situation because it makes you think. It makes you think and say, look, I'm not about to be loyal to people that got over on me. I'm not about to be loyal to people that's messing with my girl. You know what I'm saying? His main dude is messing with, you know, his kid's mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to be loyal to somebody who's kidnapping me, who's trying to extort me, even though I'm paying all their bills. I'm the breadwinner of this whole organization, and I'm paying everybody bills, and y'all still trying to extort me, even though I'm already paying everybody bills, even though I'm putting y'all in the best situation y'all ever been in, even though, you know what I'm saying, like I'm really putting y'all in the best, you know what I'm saying, putting y'all taking your life to a whole nother standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing, right? And again, I'm not saying it's right that he told. I'm saying he got a point. He got a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm holding you down, if I'm riding, I'm doing everything that it is to do in this thing we call a gang, right? I'm doing everything that it is to do. From what he was saying, I'm going on drills with y'all. From what he was saying, I'm you know what I'm saying, standing on real business in everything that it is to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting money in everybody's pocket from the hood. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I see something like this, I'm like, God damn, like, okay, it's a tough situation. It is truly a tough situation because, again, what would you do? Let me know. What would you do if you paying somebody bills, you putting them in the best situation they ever been in, you giving them opportunities to make their own money, they could book you in different shows, you know what I'm saying, and they can make whatever they want to make. If you charging $50K for a show and they can get it booked for $70K and they keeping 20, come on now. You're not going to see that type of money just doing regular things. So if I'm giving you the opportunity to do that, you're supposed to keep it solid. But for me, that's why I never got into a gang. That's why I was like, I'd rather move by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, and it's no disrespect to anybody that's from somewhere, anybody that was from somewhere, whatever the case may be. It's no disrespect. It's just for me, because I saw things early on, and I'm not going to say what gangs and what hoods or whatever, but I saw things early on that made me be like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I didn't see people tell on people. I didn't see people just not stand on the shit they supposed to stand on. You know what I'm saying? when it comes to whatever it is, but you're supposed to be the toughest dude. You're supposed to be the guy that's going, oh, I'm gonna go when it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen people do it. I've seen people betray people that's supposed to be they in their hood. You know what I'm saying? I done seen people kill people that's supposed to be in their hood. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is I've always said to myself, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And 50 Cent said it best, like, I am not gang. I do not gang bang. You know what I'm saying? In a sense of, you ain't gotta be from nowhere, from a hood, to be a tough nigga. You ain't gotta be from a hood to be a nigga that stand on shit that he's supposed to stand on. That's just man shit. So for me, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of guys, not everybody, but I've seen a lot of guys join hoods, and it's just like, that don't make you a real nigga because you joined somewhere. That don't make you a real nigga because you say, hey, I'm over here with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make me look at you like, oh, well, he one of them. No, it make me look at you like, oh, okay, you decided to mess with them. And if I already don't respect you, I'm looking at them crazy now, because it's like, okay, you'll get whoever. You'll let whoever rock with you because they got a name, or because, you know what I'm saying, they just wanted to be there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just look at it a little different. You know what I'm saying? With the 6ix9ine situation, I felt like he would be more, and he is successful. I'm not going to make it seem like he's not successful, but I felt like he'll be way more successful if he just decided, like, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? From the jump, I ain't gonna run with nobody. You could have easily got with cats that just wanted to see you win in business, and you coming from New York. So it's a lot of people, hip hop come from New York. So it's a lot of people that he could have got locked in with, where it's like, yo, he could put me in a better situation than this. So and so could put me in a better situation. This person could put me in a better situation. He could have easily did that. So the fact that he didn't is kind of just like, I see why he in the situation he in. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the interview, he really, you know what I'm saying, made me really look at him a little different. And I got a little more respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you did, outside of the people say, okay, well, he told, right? Outside of the telling, who is the nigga? You know what I'm saying? Outside of the telling. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll look over all the facts of other things that you did because of this one thing, and we'll erase everything. And that's how people think. Oh, well, you could have fed the kids. You could have, you know, bought people's moms' houses. You could have got people out of debt. You could have sent people to college. You could have, you know what I'm saying, gave opportunities to this person, all these people. But then because you told, none of that mattered. And you looked at as a rat, and nobody respects you. That's the world that we live in. But my whole thing is, look, you got to take it at face value. You got to say to yourself, who is the person? You know what I'm saying? So seeing this, it made me really look at him like, you know, this is a kid, young dude trying to make shit happen. Finally catches a break. You know, he's really from Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn. So I'm from this area. I'm not a street nigga like that, but I'm from the area. You know, but he probably needed protection. It probably was, hey, well, look, you know, you get with me and he get with me, and then it make this whole thing look bigger. You know what I'm saying? I think that's truly what it was. You know, but him getting mixed up is like, that's what made it kind of like, you know, you putting yourself in a tough situation. But I do respect that a lot of the stuff that he's talking about on some gangster shit, the nigga really did. It's documented. It's not, oh, well, nah, you know. No, it's documented. And that's what I always say. It's niggas that was born into it, and they had no choice but to be that. And it's niggas that was fascinated with that lifestyle. So they was like, all right, well, I'm going to go try to be what those niggas is. But it's not to say that those type of people are not with it. It's not to say those to me, those be some of the most dangerous people. Because again, you got to think about it. I'm trying to prove something. This nigga, he like that because that's just how he is. Me, I'm trying to prove something to him. It's corny to me when you trying to prove something to another grown man. But at the end of the day, those type of dudes be really the guys that really go and do this, that, and the third because they're trying to prove something. And I felt like with him, That's what it was. Is that everybody was probably calling him, hey, nigga, you this, you that, you this, you that. So he looking at it like, okay, well, I gotta prove myself. And he proved himself. You see a lot of scenarios where the nigga did do this, did do that, did go on this mission, did that this, that, and third. So it's like I said, it's a tough situation to say he just this, he just that. Now, when you look back and you start like looking at everything, the way everything transpired from the interview, you can kind of tell, okay, well, damn, that's why this happened like this, or that's why that happened like this. This is why that happened like this. Because again, you're taking a guy that's like, I'm trying to just do music, but I really feel that I'm this person. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just rap about it. I gotta show everything that you know what I'm saying, I say that I am on these records. And unfortunately, we live in an era now where it's people don't want to be that guy to say something on record. I'm a killer on record. I'm gonna do this on the record, but then not do it in person. You know what I'm saying? Or not doing it in real life. So that's kind of where we living at now, where it's like you got those guys that's like, yo, I have to do this. I have to be this guy. I can't just say that I'm this guy. I have to really be this guy and show that I'm this guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's an unfortunate situation all across the board. I'm glad to see a young cat still doing his thing. Like I said, it's unfortunate the nigga snitched and he got this snitch thing on his jacket. It's unfortunate, but it's one of them situations that you live and you learn. I just think that he has to be wiser, because in the interview, the nigga still talking spicy, and in other interviews that he's done and he's doing currently, and I'm guessing he's promoting the album or whatever he's promoting, he talking kind of spicy. The nigga talking like, yo, I do this, that, this, and the third. And my whole thing is like, when you constantly getting on record, it's like me hopping on here saying, I do this. If a nigga run up on me, it's gonna be this. And it's like, if you got a big enough fan base, you're gonna find people that's gonna try that. Just so they can say, I was the one that did it to him. And so I feel like, he putting himself back in that same boat, and it's unnecessary. You did that to get on. You made the money. You see what moving like that did to you. You see the situation they put you in. You could have went to jail for a long time. So you made it out of that. Boom. Take that and run with it. I know it's easier said than done, because any person like that still have a mindset of like, oh man, I can't be touched. Oh man, I made it out this, I made it out that, I made it out this. And like everybody was looking when he was popping, how everybody was looking at him like, yo, bro, you in a situation where you might get caught up. And he got caught up. But again, he didn't believe he was gonna get caught up. And when he got caught up, you would think that he would just be like, hey, nah, I'm gonna just let me start going on straight and narrow and shit, and let me just do it like that. Nah, he still wanna sit there and do it. So it's one of them things where it's like, all you can do is just pray for the kid. That's all you can do. All you can do is pray for him and be like, man, hope he just kind of changed his mindset, because he's in a position where he's made the money. He's doing Hispanic music, and he could put himself in a way bigger bracket. So it is what it is, man. But as always, I appreciate the love and support. Appreciate y'all watching. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch y'all on the next one.